All right, it's Saturday, January 21st, 2017. Let's review. Um, so, threads mushroomed. The I don't believe that I did it because I was using my air hammer with a piece going down in that hole. Um, so it must have been the machine shop, and I think it's illustrative of the challenge he was having. So I contacted one of the usuals, really nice guy, and he has the thing inside, the stub axle that's mushroomed, the bearings, a new one of these, and he doesn't have this. Well, he may have it, but those are $800, almost $900, I think. And he has an XJS one, which looks a little bit different, but has the same dimensions and stuff, which is still $500. So, Chuck at Monocoque had suggested grinding that down, which I did try to do, but not enough because I still can't get it on there. There's actually quite a bit of thread in front of the cotter pin hole. And so what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and fire this up, but I want to put it in on a fixture so that that I can hold it up against it, and then just slowly rotate the axle and get a consistent grind off to get the mushroomed part out. So I'm going to set it up on the little workbench thing there and see what I can come up with for a fixture. All right, so my little thing won't open wide enough to hold it, like in this area. So I'm going to use this board and build a little fixture to hold it. So we'll see how that goes. One concern I have is that I want to be able to, hold this and turn it. Without it flopping over. At the same time, I don't want to undo all the work that I did to get the Rube Goldberg seal and bearing and shim arrangement that they got there all hosed up either. But we'll see. My plan is if I can get this so I can thread the nut back on, then we're good. If I can't, what I want to do is drill out that shaft to get it to release from the inside of this, because then I would save this, free that, so I can. The replacement one was $100. This was like 130. New bearings are 40. Bearings and seals. All right, sorry about that. The my phone got full, and I got a big one with lots of memory, but all those videos I've stored up over time filled it up. So I got to thinking about it, because I needed a stable platform. But then I realized that I have the hardest thing to move in the entire house right here, which is already set up to hold that thing still. So I went ahead and drove through the rod. It wasn't that bad, a little bit of wiggling and tapping with the sledge lightly, and to get all the 632 things in there and lined up. So I now have it on a stable platform. I should be able to get Derek to come and turn that. So now I need to figure out how to hold a cutting implement perpendicular to that shaft that's in there that you can't see. So we can see if we can't get that cut down. You see how far back that's the installation hole for the pin. So anyway, it looks like I can feel it. Feels like if I can get it back about 1/8 of an inch, that'll get the fat part off. So we'll see what we can figure out. Alright, so let me show you what I got going here. It's a milling machine vise or drill press vise, and see if we can get an angle on this so I have it so that it's just touching. And then I turn the input shaft on the diff. So it turns it very slowly. And I'll let you hear it. Sorry for the bright light. Getting into fresh, backing it off. It's very exciting, but I think it's going to work. Let's go to Harbor Freight for some more stones. We may have some in the cabinet over there. You can see Derek's been here. Big mess. Alright, we've completed a pass. Spin around with just little hints of grinding happening now. Put a mark with a grease pencil on this one I've gone around. I'm going to get big block of lead that I've got to lean up against there to help keep it more stable, although it doesn't seem to move around, but more is better. And then I'll scooch it in and spin it some more. Alright, so this pass I put the lead on there. You may remember the lead from Derek's race cars, since we always had to have lead to make weight. So I'm going to do the second pass. You can see that the nut is on there. It's good when a plan comes together. So that means gotta put the big washer back in there, and I think I'll just continue assembling. We'll switch over, and now that the dummy shaft is out of this side, I can go ahead and assemble the other side and have both of them on. Exciting. All right, we have success. I cut down a 5/16 inch cotter pin and put it in there. I suspect that this side has been bound up forever because the cotter pin was lined up with the holes on this side, where the other side they weren't. You know, hopefully it'll last us many years. You know, it's not like it's going to be a commuter car, unless we have the zombie apocalypse. So I'm going to see if I get something to eat, and then we will start on the other side. By the way, it's beautiful here. We're going to be in the mid to upper 70s, very light breeze. Golfers out yelling and screaming. I think they say fuck more than they say for. But otherwise it's very, very pleasant. All right, finally some good progress. So let's see, both hubs are on. Shocks are on. Shocks are on the right way up. I screwed this one up. The spacer is supposed to be here, so that it matches that one. They have a big kind of kludge here because there's a bolt that goes here that holds the radius arm on, and because there's not enough room and whatnot, they have a special bolt with half the head cut off. It's really, I think the English term is bodge. It's really, really sad implementation. So I'll flip that around. Then I haven't put the, I have the special nuts. I got a shitload of them. These are the 7/16 that are, I guess, pinched a little bit at the top so that they will be lock washer or lock nuts without nylon on brakes. So I don't want to put those on until there's some measurements that you do to make sure that the camber is going to come out right. So I need to read up on that. But I'll flip that, and then I think I will call it a day.